and it's quite interesting. But for me, it's routine.
Okay, nice. Cool. Do you have any plans for the weekend?
Yeah, for this weekend, no, I we have to go away in order to eat. Eating away, no, eat away,
You have to eat out?
eat out. Okay, yes,
Okay.
eat
Is
eating
something
out.
happening to your kitchen?
No, my kitchen have no any problem, but we like to to eat out because we choose some restaurants where we love it, and all the family go there. No.
All right. Nice. Um, we probably wouldn't say we have to eat out. We're gonna eat out.
We
Are going to eat out instead of we have to. So it's not.
yes, okay, we are
Yeah.
going, yes, future.
Yeah. Or yeah. We're gonna eat out. Just because if you say we have to eat out, it kind of implies that there's something wrong with your kitchen or, you know.
Okay, because it's an obligation.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. We love.
All right.
Okay. We are going to speak about fairy tales.
Yeah, fairy tales today. So be kind of like talking about fairy tales that you know, and also we're gonna make up a fairy tale to some extent. Um, yeah.
I
Does that make sense?
remember it was a difficult topic when I studied English 2 years ago because we don't have a vocabulary about this topic, and
Ah,
this is why it attracted to me. But
okay.
I have no idea about fairy tales.
Okay. It's not too hard of a class. I think you'll be fine. Um, yeah, I think you'll be fine. Ksenia, welcome to class. Ksenia, how's it going?
Hello, Joshua. Everything is fine. Thank you.
Cool. Good to hear. Um, and Ksenia, I don't know. Plans for this weekend?
I don't know. I think nothing special.
Nothing special? All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Virgilio, welcome to the class as well. Virgilio, how's it going?
Hello again. Yeah, it's going great. Thank you, Joshua.
Okay, cool. Virgilio, what about you? What are you going to do over the weekend?
Well, I haven't got any specific plan. I suppose I will go with the flow.
You suppose you're going to go where?
Go with the flow?
Yeah, okay, go with the flow. All right, nice. Sounds like a pretty good plan. And Daniel, welcome to class. How's it going, Daniel?
Hi Joshua, how are you?
Hi, doing well. Thanks for asking. And Daniel, what have you been up to today?
Today I have a backache, so I can't do anything.
Sorry to hear that. Backaches are not fun.
Only,
Do you know what happened?
yeah?
Do you know what happened with your back? What happened?
I don't know. I think it's. I think I have a bit stress, and I always when I have stress, I have backache.
All right. Hopefully it gets better. Both the stress and your backache. It looks like I've frozen. You guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hmm. All right. I'm gonna close out my browser and then open it again. I think that's probably what's the problem is. So, one sec.
Somebody can hear me?
Yes.
I think Joshua is frozen.
Yes, he is going to change browser, something like that.
Hey, sorry about that. Yeah, okay. And so Anna Cristina, welcome to class. Anna, how are you?
I'm doing well, teacher. Thank you.
Nice.
Are
Good to
you?
hear. Doing well. Yeah. What have you been up to today, Anna Cristina?
Today I was working,
Mm-hmm.
um, and no, right now I want to take 2 or maybe three English class.
Nice. That's exciting. Okay.
Yes, your class is the first
Woo.
today for me.
Cool. Gotta get to be the first. All right. And I think that's everybody for now. Let's get started with today's class. And let's start with Virgilio. Can you read the title on the next lines?
Fairy tales. In today's class, we will talk about fairy tales. Read sections of fairy tales. Make up our own fairy tales.
Nice. Good pronunciation. And Virgilio, can you ask Xenia the first question?
Yeah. Ksenia, what is a fairy tale?
Fairy tale is a made-up story, usually with some monsters and magic in it. And the fairy tale always has a good end.
Always has a good
Good
ending.
ending, yes.
Okay. Yeah, generally fairy tales have good endings. Yeah. Okay. And good grammar. Xenia, can you ask Jose Luis the second question?
Sam, can you think of any scary fairy tales? What about any especially happy ones?
Well, it's scary. I don't know if it is scary at all, but I remember Cinderella, that because it was about an ex who got a poor girl, and after this ex, he was cursed. Uh, no, I think this is not Cinderella. I think this is another one. It's a girl who was sleeping for a long time.
Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, it's called Sleeping Beauty, I think. She ate an
Sleeping
apple.
Beauty?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't hear. It was about what?
An ex. Ex.
An ex.
Yes, I write X.
A hex. Ah,
Hex.
hex.
Okay, hex.
Yeah, a hex. So it was about a hex. And continue on.
This hex make this girl sleeping for many years, and he had to sleep until a handsome prince kiss her with real love, or thing like this.
And kiss her with real love. Yeah, we could say true love.
Okay, true love.
Yeah. And present tense? Or
Kiss.
past tense.
Was past tense.
Yeah, kiss.
She had to sleep until a handsome prince kissed her with true love.
Yeah, which is really a really creepy story. It's like this person never knew the sleeping person, saw the sleeping person, fell in love with them, and then kissed them. Kind of creepy. But good. Jose Luis, can you ask Daniel the next question?
Okay. Who told you stories when you were a child? What kind of stories did they tell?
Um, when I was young, um, my my cousin Jose um, told me imaginary stories, um, and he he drew um, cartoons for me. He drew cartoons for me.
Okay, cool. Told you imaginary stories. Were they scary stories or were they happy stories? What kind of stories were they?
No, normally he's cartoonist, so he always uh, uh, write about funny stories and so on.
Okay, so he always wrote funny stories. He's a cartoonist, so he always wrote funny stories.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, really good answer. And let's go to the next page. Anna Christina, can you read through the words?
Irony, course, villain, setting, heroine, narration, narrator, climax, supernatural, weak, weak, quick,
Wicked.
wick, wicked,
Yeah, wicked. Wicked. And then narrator. Actually, sorry, climax.
climax,
Narrator.
narrator,
Narrator. And villain.
villain.
Nice. Okay. And yeah, really well done. Does anybody have any questions here?
Wicked,
Wicked. Okay. Who knows what wicked means?
Evil.
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 Yeah. Yeah. We also in New England, which is the northeast of the United States, use wicked in a different way. Who knows how we used wicked in New England? Anybody? Okay. So we use it kind of as an amplifier. Like, really. But that was wicked cool. You could also use it as an adjective that would mean awesome. So that was wicked. And that's like a good thing. So kind of an ironic use of wicked. But if we're talking about fairy tales, it means evil. All right. Any other questions about any of these words? Okay. Ana Cristina, can you use heroin in a sentence?
um, Heroines. What is or make a sentence?
Make a sentence.
Mhm. Eh, in the fairy tales, it's normal to have an heroine,
Okay, we would say a heroine.
a heroine
Who does what?
who help to the another people.
Okay, so maybe who helps other people?
Mm-hmm. Other,
Good.
yes.
All right, nice. I think that was good. Let's go on. And let's have Virgilio. Can you try to fill in the blank for the first sentence?
Mhm. It was ironic that the princess was falling in love with the prince because readers knew the prince was an evil man.
Nice. Good. Nice work with new too. Um, and Xenia, what about the next one?
Okay, I think the evil villain decided to curse the valiant. Oh my god. The valiant. Mm, I don't know. Heroine?
Yeah.
But because she was smart, she saved herself.
Good. Really nice job. Good reading. And Jose Luis, what about the next one?
Oof. We can repeat these words.
I would not. No.
Okay. Cool. The wicked was coming. No.
Not quite.
The 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 cars was coming. It has to make sense. Okay. Was telling us. Okay.
So
The setting was coming.
not quite. Who can help him here?
Narrator.
Yeah, the narrator.
Oh.
The person who's telling the story.
Okay. Was coming to the climax of the story when the little boy interrupted.
Good.
Oh,
Interrupted. Awesome. Well done. Okay. And let's look at Daniel. Can you try the next one?
Yes. The wicked creature.
That could work, but then we don't have anything to put here.
Yeah. The heron. No. The supernatural
Yeah, good. Supernatural.
creature was quite wicked. It did all sorts of terrible things.
Yeah, awesome. And can you repeat supernatural?
Supernatural.
Yeah, supernatural. And let's look at Anna Christina. Can you try the next one?
The 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 heroine of the story.
Not heroin.
Okay, the quick.
So it's a word we haven't used. So what word haven't we used?
Mm, the prince.
It's one of these words, and it's one that we haven't used. So we've used the first three words, and we've used these words too.
Okay. The setting of the story.
Can you read the whole sentence?
The setting of the story was abandoned castle in a magical forest.
Castle.
Castle.
Good.
So,
Any questions here? Does anybody have any questions?
teacher, I can't see sense the setting of the story.
The setting of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who can explain what the setting of the story is?
The setting is the place where the story takes place.
Really good definition. Story takes.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Nice. We could try that. That might be a tricky one. Alright, let's do a little bit of reading. And let's start with Virgilio. Can you read the first paragraph?
Reading fairy tales. A fairy tale is a type of short story that typically features European folkloric fantasy characters, such as dwarfs, elves, fairies, giants, gnomes, goblins, mermaids, trolls, or witches, and usually magic or enchantments. Fairy tales may be distinguished from other folk narratives such as legends, which generally involve belief in the veracity of the events described, and explicitly moral tales including beast fables.
Yeah. Alright, really good reading. Let's look at a couple words. Typically?
Typically.
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 You're saying typically. We want to say typically.
Typically.
Good. There you go. And then dwarves.
Dogs.
Dwarves.
Wow.
Giants
Giants.
and enchantments.
Enchantments.
Good. Okay. And questions here. A couple hard words. What's happening here? What's the difference between a fairy tale and a legend? Ksenia.
Legend is from ancient Greece or Rome. It sounds no.
Not quite. It could be.
Maybe with some moral. Yes.
That's more like a fable would have a moral.
So it's which generally involve belief in the veracity of the events described.
Uh-huh. Which means what?
So it's maybe for sure. Maybe it's true. It was for sure.
It's
No?
believed to have been for sure. So yeah, so legends, people think they are true.
Yes.
And fairy tales, people do not think they are true. And fables generally have a moral. Fairy tales can have a moral, but fables are pretty much all moral. Whereas a fairy tale is not all moral. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, Ksenia, can you go ahead and read the next paragraph?
In less technical context, the term is also used to describe something blessed with unusual happiness, as in fairy tale ending, a happy ending, or fairy tale romance, though not all fairy tales end happily. Colloquially, a fairy tale or fairy story can also mean any far-fetched story or tall tale. It is used especially of the stories that not one is not true, but could not possibly be true.
Good. Colloquially.
Colloquially.
Yeah, colloquially. And all right, really well done. Jose Luis, what's the second paragraph saying?
Yes, it said that usually the fairy tales always have a happy ending, with a romance or a happy ending.
Usually they have a happy ending. Kind of. We're using it to describe something in real life. Blessed with unusual happiness. As in a fairy tale ending.
It's almost something in less okay, it's a metaphor. No?
Yeah, it's almost like an idiomatic expression. So a fairy tale, it's being used to describe somebody's real life. You know, he has a fairy tale romance. It's like they're so in love that it's almost unbelievable. So yeah, something that's blessed with unusual happiness could be described as a fairy tale. Does that make sense, Jose?
No.
They're really happy together. The pair, the couple. They have a fairy tale romance. They have a fairy tale relationship. So it can be used as an adjective to describe something in real life. The soccer game had a fairy tale ending. I can't believe they scored 3 goals in 3 minutes, or something like that. Does that make sense, Jose?
Mm, Yes.
So we're using it as an adjective. It's describing the ending of the game. It's describing something in real life. So it's not a technical fairy tale, but it's how it's often used. We could also use it to talk about a far-fetched story. So something that's unrealistic. So, come on, Jose, stop telling me fairy tales. I don't believe you. Does that make sense?
Yes, it is used in order to explain incredible things, things that are almost impossible to happen, no?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's used to describe things that are incredibly good, or it could be used to describe things that are actually not credible. They're not believable. Does anybody have any questions here? All right. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's do one more. And let's have Daniel. Can you read the next paragraph?
Yes. In cultures where demons and witches are perceived as real, fairy tales may merge into legends, where the narrative is perceived both by tellers and hearers as being grounded in historical truth. However, unlike legends and epics, they usually do not contain more than superficial reference to religion and actual places, people, and events. They take place once upon a time rather than in actual times.
Nice. Okay. Let's look at cultures.
Cultures,
Demons.
demons,
References.
references.
Good. Okay. And does anybody have any questions here? All right. Anna Christina, what's happening in this paragraph? What's it saying?
Mm, for there are people that that have a culture in where they believe in demons and witches, and their fairy tales sometimes is for them real or only imagination. Um, and that stories take place once upon a time than in actual times. Instead.
Not in actual times. Those stories take place once upon a time, not in actual times. Yeah. So we have legends. Again, it's describing legends versus fairy tales. Legends, we have real time. With the fairy tale, it's once upon a time. So even if they are sometimes confused, a legend will have more reference to history. It will try to ground itself in a historical place, whereas a fairy tale will not. Hopefully that
Yes.
makes sense. Ken, welcome to class. Ken, how's it going?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Doing well, thanks for asking. Yeah, welcome to class. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Nice. And let's try and make our own. And let's have Ken. You read the title and the next lines.
Practice make a fairy tale. Talk to your classmates and try to make your own fairy tale. Question to consider. Where does the story take place? Who are the good characters in your story? Who are the evil characters in your story? What problems does the main character have? What kind of help will the main character get? What magic is involved? How will the story end?
Awesome. Really nicely done. And Ken, can you ask Virgilio the first question?
Okay. Where does the story take place?
Well, in a far valley between mountains.
Okay. In a far valley?
Yeah.
Maybe a far away valley?
Okay.
Yeah, in a faraway valley between mountains. Alright. Is it a forest or a field? Is there a town or a castle? Or, yeah. What's it like there, Virgilio?
Where the mountains are full of trees.
Mhm. What's in the valley?
The valley, it's a small village.
Nice. Okay, good. So that's our setting. Virgilio, can you ask Ksenia the next question?
Who are the good characters in your story?
It should be only human beings, or we can
No,
choose
it could be
some
anything.
animal.
Yeah.
Okay, let's choose piglet and sheep.
Piglet and ship?
Yeah,
What's ship?
sheep. No, sheep. It's like
Ah,
animal.
okay. So a piglet and
Yeah,
a sheep.
and a sheep.
Okay. What's the piglet's name?
Pinky,
Pinky. And what's the sheep's name?
curly.
Curly.
Mhm.
Nice. All right, Pinky and Curly. All right. And Ksenia, can you ask Jose Luis the next question?
Jose, who are the evil characters in your story?
Okay, the evil character is the greedy mayor.
Nice. The greedy mayor. All right. What's his name?
Uh, Gargamel.
Gargamel. I don't know how to spell Gargamel. Is that close?
¿Es que es?
I don't know how to spell Gargamel. How do you? Is that
Gargamel
close?
with G instead of K. G.
Gargamel.
Gargamel.
All right. All right. Nice. And Jose Luis, can you ask Daniel the next question?
What problem or problems does the main character have?
who is the main character?
Pinky and Curly. Maybe Pinky can be our main protagonist.
Pinky and Curly. Um, Pinky and Curly.
And the bad character is the greedy mayor, Gargamel.
Okay. Pinky and Curly were always were sleeping. So they are easy target to the evil character.
They're an easy target for the evil character.
Yes.
Who wants to
no, to scare them. No.
Who wants to scare them?
Yes.
All right. And Anna Christina, what else does the evil mayor want to do to them?
The evil man.
Sorry?
And he wants he has a different evil plans for the Pinky and Curly.
All right, he has also different evil plans for Pinky and Curly. Maybe we'll talk about that when it comes up. All right, and I think this is good. We can get started on actually telling the story. And let's start with this up here. Sorry, hold on one second, guys. So this is what we're talking about. Ken, how would you start this story?
In a far away valley between mountains, there was a small village in a woods.
Nice. Good. Okay. Maybe one more sentence, Ken?
More sentence. And Piglet and Sheep were living in that village.
In that village. All right. All right, good. And Virgilio, how would you continue the story?
Pinky and Curly were friends since they were born.
We would use a different tense. Not were
Sorry?
friends.
Were friends.
Instead of were friends, we would.
Yeah, but we used there was in the previous sentence, so I decided to use past tense.
But because we're saying since they were born.
Okay. So, are friends.
It's actually
Have
not
been
quite.
friends.
Have been friends is close. Because we're telling a story, it'd be further in the past.
Had been friends.
Yeah, they had been friends since they were born. Good. One more sentence?
They usually play with an old cow.
Okay, they usually played with an old cow. All right, Ksenia, how would you continue the story?
One day, their evil mayor wanted to visit this family, and he saw the animals in the garden. And the piglet was so beautiful, pinky, and funny. And he asked family to send him, but they refused.
He asked the family to sell him.
To sell him, but they refused.
All right, nice. And Jose Luis, how would you continue?
Okay. The mayor want to buy this piglet. Wanted to buy this piglet to feed the witch who was blackmailing the country, or the village, with blackmailing the village with a terrible curse.
Awesome. Nice. Really good. I like it. And Daniel, how would you continue the story?
Yes. Pinky and Carly got used to sleep together.
They're used to sleeping.
Got used to sleeping together, and one night the evil Gargamel take took to Pinky.
Took Pinky.
Took Pinky and and he went to the big castle over the mountains.
Nice. Maybe we could say where the witch lived. Good. That's awesome. And Ana Cristina, what happened next?
The next day, her friendship
Her friendship?
or only okay.
Her friend sheep.
Friend. Her friend Curly, Cheetah Curly, woke up desperate, looking for Pinky.
Nice. Desperate.
Yes.
Can you repeat desperate?
She immediately she asked help. She asked help to everybody because Pink 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 was Pink was disappeared
Had.
has had disappeared.
Okay. Can you repeat desperate?
Desperate.
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 Desperate. And she asked for help from everybody.
She asked for help from everybody.
Because Pinky had disappeared. Good.
Pinky had disappeared. Thank you.
Solid. And Ken, how does this story continue?
Meanwhile, a witch in the castle told Pinky, all animals are equal. But pigs are special. For the intention of which is she want to use Pinky to conquer the village.
The intention of the witch is to
Yes.
use Pinky to
Yes.
conquer the village. That's awesome. I like the new turn. We need an article before witch here.
A witch.
Yeah, we're talking about a specific one, so we'd say
Yeah.
the witch, because we know kind of which witch this is. Which witch? And good. Virgilio, how does the story continue? Virgilio?
Yeah.
How do we continue?
Well, I don't know. So Colin was worried about Pinky, so he escaped from the room where he was locked.
Okay.
He was
Who locked Curly in a room?
Sorry?
I was just wondering who locked Curly in a room. So why was Curly locked in a room? It's not the most important, though. All right, I think we're good. So Curly was worried about Pinky, so he escaped from the room where he was locked. I think it's a she. I think we've got she, but good. Xenia, what happened next?
Pinky doesn't want or didn't want to help the witch to ruin the village, so he made a brilliant plan how to escape from witch and worried about her whole village.
And did what?
And worried about aware, or how to say, and worried about her village. Can I say like this?
Okay. Okay. So she made a brilliant plan on how to escape from the witch, and she worried about
the
her.
village? No, and worried the village about her.
Worried
No,
the village.
so the Pinky made the plan
Mm-hmm.
how to escape, and then worried the village about this witch.
Warned. She warned.
Warned. Yes, warned. He or she. Pinky, it's a boy or girl?
I think she's a girl.
Okay, she warned the village. And this about the witch. And at this time, their sheep entered the castle. Okay, I can go on, or maybe.
Maybe,
Jose?
yeah, okay. Yeah, so, and by this time the sheep entered the castle. Jose Luis, how do we continue?
This time the chief entered the castle, searching for Pinky. When the witch realized that Pinky had escaped and her friend was looking for her. Both are women. I don't know.
I think
Pinky
so.
and Carly?
I think that's,
Okay.
yeah, somebody
Thank
mentioned that earlier. Yeah.
The witch. We're looking for it. The witch kidnapped sheep.
Okay.
Kidnapped sheep. Okay.
The sheep, maybe.
The sheep. Okay.
All right, and Daniel, next one.
Yes. But the witch didn't know that the sheep learned magical enchantment.
Okay.
That it that the sheep was be able to
Gonna have to cut you off. I have another class after this. I'm sorry, Daniel.
okay.
If you guys want to join the next class, feel free. We can maybe talk about the end of this story. But thanks for coming in. Hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.